Right now, nothing around you is trying to kill you. You don't notice it, but your body is sitting inside a controlled environment. Temperature is managed. Wind is blocked. Warmth is automatic. There's probably a jacket hanging nearby that wasn't hunted, wasn't fought for, wasn't earned through survival. Food sits somewhere in reach like it's guaranteed. But none of that was always guaranteed. Now remove it all.
No walls. No insulation.
No stored food. No fire you didn't create yourself. Just you, exposed to a world that doesn't slow down for human comfort. A world where cold isn't discomfort, it's a timer. Because for most of human history, winter wasn't a season. It was a threat that came back every year. Ice spread across continents. Rivers stopped moving. Forests shrank. And survival became something you had to actively maintain, or lose. And yet somehow, humans didn't just survive it. We spread through it. Every person alive today is proof that someone before them made it through conditions we would struggle to imagine now.
No heating. No stored groceries.
No backup system. So the real question is, how did a species like us, soft skin, no fur, no claws, survive one of the harshest environments Earth has ever created? The truth is uncomfortable. We weren't naturally equipped for it. Our bodies are fragile in cold extremes. We don't store thick insulation. We don't shut down and hibernate. We don't migrate fast enough to always escape. In pure biology, we were not the strongest candidate for survival. But something shifted the balance. Not strength, not speed. Adaptation through intelligence. And that changed everything. It began with fire. Fire was the first way humans stopped relying on their bodies alone. It didn't just give warmth, it created control. Light in darkness. Heat in freezing air. Cooked food that unlocked more energy from the same world. Evidence from Ice Age sites shows fire wasn't occasional, it was structured, maintained, repeated. Not survival by luck, but survival by design. But fire had a weakness. It stayed in one place. So humans did something more important than learning fire. They learned how to carry its effects. At first, it was rough. Animal skins draped over the body. Protection that was better than skin alone, but still imperfect. Wind still cut through. Heat still leaked out. Then came a small invention that changed everything quietly. A bone needle. Tiny. Simple. Easy to overlook. But it allowed humans to shape protection instead of just wearing it. Clothes could now fit the body. Seams could close. Layers could be built intentionally. For the first time, warmth wasn't accidental, it was engineered. That shift mattered more than it looks like on paper. Because better clothing meant longer survival in colder regions. And longer survival meant expansion into places other species couldn't sustain. But survival still wasn't solved. Cold air still attacked exposed skin. So humans added more layers to the system. Fat from animals was used as a protective coating against wind and frost. Vision tools were carved from bone to reduce snow glare and prevent blindness. Simple tools, but each one removed another way nature could kill you. Then came something even more impressive, shelter. Not waiting for caves, but building environments from what existed around them. In places where trees were scarce, humans built homes from mammoth bones. Massive structures made from ribs, skulls, and tusks. Heavy materials became frameworks. Earth and hides became insulation. Fire became the internal engine. Inside, design wasn't random either. Entrances were often built lower so cold air would sink away from living space. Even snow itself became protection, acting as insulation instead of a threat. What looks like emptiness in frozen landscapes was actually carefully used. Every detail mattered. Because winter didn't just punish the unprepared. It erased them. And then there was food. Cold doesn't kill quickly. It waits. Hunger is slower than freezing, but just as final. So humans built systems of storage. Drying meat, smoking it, freezing it naturally, storing it underground where temperatures stayed stable. Every successful hunt wasn't just a meal, it was future survival being secured. Nothing was wasted. Everything had purpose. Even animals were part of the system beyond food. Herds inside shelters added warmth through body heat. Living systems became part of living spaces. Survival wasn't individual. It was collective. Because alone, the cold wins faster. Together, the cold loses ground. But winter was never gentle. There were moments of extreme scarcity. Moments where survival pushed human behavior to its edge. Moments recorded indirectly in evidence that suggests desperation, collapse, and survival choices that today feel unthinkable. That's the reality behind survival stories. They aren't clean. They're pressured. And pressure changes everything. Still, humans kept adapting. And over time, something strange happened. Winter stopped being something we feared equally everywhere. Not because it got weaker, but because we got better at surviving it. And now look around you. Heat is instant. Shelter is everywhere. Food is stored in abundance. Clothing is designed for precision, not necessity. The environment we once fought just to survive in is now something we casually move through. And the most interesting part? Most of the systems we rely on today are just advanced versions of what started thousands of years ago. Fire became heating systems. Animal skins became engineered clothing. Underground storage became refrigeration. Shared shelters became modern housing. We didn't escape winter. We learned how to control the experience of it. And somewhere along the way, we forgot that it used to be a war we could easily lose.